Hello everybody, a very warm welcome from Puberga Krida Shikkha Pratishthan Ground 1, a sports city Dhaka League, powered by ACE and sponsored by T Sports. The first game of the day is between Sunshine International and Cricket Magnet. After 5 overs, it's 38 for none. Riyasat Chopnil and Asif Joshim Sani are opening up. The new bowler has been brought, and he almost got a wicket in his very first delivery. That was whiskers away from the stumps. Mohammad Nazmus Salekin Popel. Interestingly, he is a spinner, but the keeper is far behind the stumps. That's driven for a single only. It will be important for both these openers to maintain the start that they have got. From 5 overs, it's a good score to have 38 on board, so they just need to milk the runs as much as possible. Once again comes down the pitch, does Shopnil. Yet again he picks up a single from the same zone. It's a bright and sunny morning, although there was a bit of haze earlier. Kept really low on that occasion. The batter was looking for a big hike, but due to that lack of height, he missed it completely. Once again, he stepped down the pitch. The keeper broke the stumps as well, but the batter came back safely. So overdone after 6, it's 40 for none. So the new over is just about to begin. It's Ashfaqul Haq with his second over. Was a tad bit expensive in his first. That struck hard straight down the ground. The fielder will have to cover a lot of ground, as it was very straight, but the batters have completed the second run quite easily. That's very good cricket. In LMS, you just need to push the ball into the gaps for collecting those doubles. And the batters have done that very gingerly. Shopnil and Sunny, both of them are looking quite composed. That's in the air. A fielder is getting under it. Away from the fielder. One bounce into the fence. A boundary for Shopnil. Ashfaqul Haq looks frustrated. Slightly overpitched. And Shopnil took the full toll of it. Right, something has happened with Asif Joshim Sani. The umpires are urging to make it fast. But Riyasat Shopnil has been the aggressor of this innings for Sunshine International. Once again, he goes square of the wicket. Initially was looking for a couple, then decides against it. Shopnil moves on to 29 from 20 deliveries, and his partner Sunny is going relatively slower with a slower rate, 16 from 13, and he was feeling a little discomfort with his helmet, perhaps was having a little conversation with the umpire. All these live pictures are coming to you from Pubergao Krita Shikha Pratishthan Ground 1. It's the first game of the day of Last Man Stands Dhaka League. That's cracked. Aerial, but will land safely. So they're too shy of their team 50, and it will be a good score if they can reach 50 within the 7th over of the game. Down the leg, Ashfaqul Haq will have to rebowl that since it's the first wide of the over. And as per the rule of last man stands cricket, if the bowler bowls more than one wide, that will be deemed as a legal delivery and 3 runs will be added to the cards. Comes down the pitch, goes straight, over long off, all the way for the maximum. What a way to complete the 7th over. Asif Joshim Sani gets his first over boundary. After 7, it's 55 for none. Popel had a great first over, only a couple of runs conceded. Would love to replicate that performance in his second over as well, as the first ball has been worked away into the onside for a single. Well, Popel is the kind of a bowler who doesn't bowl with a lot of pace, but he pitches the ball Hello, everybody. Welcome back once again. After 11, it's 81 for 2 Cricket Magnet. They need 81 runs from the last 45 deliveries, and we are hoping for a humdinger of a contest between Sunshine International and Cricket Magnet here at Pubergao Krida Shikha Pratishthan. Edged and taken. Mustafizur Opu gets his first wicket and removes the danger man, Popil. It was short and wide outside the off stump. Popil threw his bat at it. However, he nicked it and the keeper doesn't make any mistake. The third wicket falls down for Cricket Magnet. The partnership has been broken. It's 81 for 3. The fall of the last wicket brings Ashfaqul Haq at the middle. A tall guy. Once again, the ball kept really low and it was wayward as well. The umpire, Mojahid Hussain, has to extend his arms for calling it a wide. Goes for the drive, beats him all, ends up. Ashfaqul Haq needs to settle first and then start playing the shots. I understand his team needs some wickets from him, but if he can't middle the ball properly, he shouldn't be going for those lusty blows. That's a good shot, though, in the gap as well, and that will bisect those two fielders and go all the way for 4 runs. Opu just dragged the length slightly back, and that one didn't really work in his favor. Ashfaqul Haq gets off the mark by hitting a boundary, and that will remove a lot of jitters that he was having initially. Edged away for a single. They were thinking of the second run as well, but the fielder does really well to prevent that second run. That's good fielding. He was prompt and agile and really covered the ball quickly. Abdullah was looking for a pull shot, but the ball kept once again very low. And this has been the nature of this wicket. We'll talk about that later on. 12 gone, it's 87 for 3. Sunny continues, but it's not a good start for him. It's way down the leg side. Leading edge, it was straight up in the air but lands safely. So another dot, KH Abdullah, needs to step on the gas. He's in the middle for quite some time. He should be finding those gaps between the fielders. Pitched up, but wayward. This was the second bite of the over, and as per the rule of last man stands cricket, this will be a legal delivery. And as penalty, 3 runs already got added to the scoreboard. That's a good shot, but there's a fielder. Once again, safe landing. There wasn't much power behind that shot, which worked in favor of Abdullah, because if he could time that one properly, perhaps that would land in the hands of the fielder. Extras have been a problem for the bowlers of Sunshine International. They have to be more disciplined in terms of that. A dot to finish the 13th over. 93 on the board in loss of 3 wickets. Wrapped on the pads. The keeper was interested, but no interest shown by the bowler himself. Perhaps it was sliding down the leg stump. Who knows? But Abdullah is not finding the middle of the blade. He's trying to connect the ball as much as possible, but hasn't succeeded much. Edged away. In the gap, the fielder has to run quick. But two comfortable runs for the batter. Ashfaqul Haq makes the comeback to the crease. He needs to take the responsibility of hitting those big shots. There are gaps as well in many zones, for example, at cover, at mid wicket. So he needs to push through those gaps and pick up at least couples. Still a long way to go for Cricket Magnet. 65 runs to get from 32 balls, and it's not going to be easy if they don't hit boundaries and sixes. Abdullah swings it, but once again, no timing behind the shot. Comes down the pitch, hits it up in the air. Once again, it lands safely, but only a single, which won't really bother Sunshine International. After 14, it's 99 for 3. That's through the gap. And this will be a boundary. Although the outfield was very slow and eventually the ball got stopped. Bit of confusion in the middle. Slight mix up. Then again, they come back for the second run. Three runs, in fact. Good running, but they could have made it. They could have made it four as well, because the fielder wasn't even close to that ball. He had to cover a lot of ground before collecting it. Abdullah comes down the track, but straight to the fielder once again. They haven't been able to pierce those gaps. The fielders weren't challenged much. They are having an easy peasy time. That's straight. But once again, at the V. The Team 100 has come up in the meantime for Cricket Magnet. In this point in time, it feels like they're not keen to go for those big heats or accelerate their run rate. They just want to play their natural game. This was an aggressive intent though. The batter stepped down the pitch and was looking to belt it out of the park but missed it completely. So this ends the 15th over. It's 105 for 3 and there will be a change of voice in the comm box. For the next 5 overs, you will have Ahmed bin Parvez with you.
Thank you very much, Alif Tasnim. It's been a pretty decent run chase so far. The final 5 overs means 25 more deliveries. They still need to get to 162, which is the target. Cricket Magnet have wickets in hand. Guided nicely. There's no fielder over there. The ball gains pace and reaches the fence. An important boundary to kickstart over number 16. Was a good shot from Mahfaq Abdullah. Did not have to do a lot. Just tickled it round the corner. Won't be able to reach. Just a single taken. Lofted that safely. We'll just get another particular over. It's helping Cricket Magnet in a big way. But they still need a few more. Again goes for a nicely timed shot and finds the gap, finds the boundary as well. So Mahfaq Abdullah putting up a fight. Struck that really well. Was very sweetly timed off the middle of the bat. Yes, it was across the line, but of course, with the turn, the off spinner Azaz Mahmood will need to bowl maybe outside off stump in order to prevent those runs being conceded on the leg side. The two fielders at square leg and mid wicket in close proximity. Oh, again wanted to improvise and access the leg side, but this time no run. The end of another over. After over number 16, it's 115 for 3 Cricket Magnet. Imran Mahbub Imon into his third over. Just 4 more overs left. 162 is the target for Cricket Magnet against Sunshine International. Slower delivery to start off. Reaches the keeper on the full. Did not have a lot of bounce on it. Ashfaqul Haq went for that big hoik over the bowler's head, completely missing it. Important for him to target the right areas. There are fielders stationed at long off and long on, but in between them, there is a big gap, and he's trying to find that. Finds the long off fielder at the moment. Will just get a single, so just the 1 run from the first 2 deliveries. It's been a good start to the over from Imon. A no ball. A big call of sorry from the bowler himself as he falls over. So another opportunity here for the batting side, Cricket Magnet, to increase the stem of runs. They've moved on to 120 already. A no ball or a wide automatically adds 3 runs to the scoreboard. There was a wide to start this over, then a single, and now a no ball. So not a good start from Imon. Slashed away, gets the outside edge, but will only run for a single. $121 for 3. Still need 41 runs to win. Don't have a lot of deliveries in hand. Just 17 deliveries to get those 41 runs. Tough but not impossible. Oh, hits his partner. Mashfiq Abdullah was on the firing line. That was hit fiercely by Ashfaqul Haq, and maybe might consider himself to be unfortunate. Could have got a boundary, instead just gets a single. Steps out. Straight back to the bowler, and what a catch. What a catch from Imran Mahbub Imon. Was that the last bit of resistance from Cricket Magnet? Was a brilliant catch to get rid of the batter. Cricket Magnet required 40 from 15 deliveries, so 3 overs remain and 40 to get for Cricket Magnet. Saqib Ahmed is the new batter who walked in and then is walking back. So might be a very last minute call from the team management to maybe send out another batter. Or is he going to just wear his helmet and come back? He's making the long walk back, the batter. Saqib Ahmed. No. He actually walks back. So there is a change. A new batter will be brought in. An important 15 deliveries to face for Cricket Magnet. Still need 40 more runs to win. The target is 162. In comes the new batter. But he'll be at the non-striker's end. Ashfaqul Haq, who's on 20 of 17, will be facing. The wicket hasn't produced a lot of bounce, so the batters would like to stay low down, use a low center of gravity to elevate those balls out of the park. Yes, goes for it. It was flat. did not get the height as expected. And as it reaches the long on fielder, the batter scampered for just a single. Go straight! Does he have enough legs on it? No. The ball lands in no man's land, but still within the rope. So just one more run added to the scoreboard. This has been a very good over so far. 124 now for Cricket Magnet. Waits for it. Plays it through the cow corner. The fielder cannot stop that. A boundary signaled by the umpire. Ashfaqul Haq struck that pretty well. 36 more needed now. Or should I say 34 runs needed to win this game. They have 12 deliveries in hand. That is a wide. The first wide of the over. Ashraful Haq tried to make best use of the final delivery of this over. Can't get the elevation once again. Will get the single. And they are taking on the fielder. And they've done that successfully. Another over. Done and dusted. After 18, 131 for 4. 31 more runs needed to win from 10 deliveries. Eyeing the block hole here, the new bowler is into his final over, Asif Joshim Sani. That was dug out well by the batter. So a single. Still 30 runs needed from just the 9 deliveries. So they'll have to go for the big shots at the moment. Walks off, but again hits the block hole pretty well. Asif Joshim Sani showing the full array of his skills. Nicely bowled into the block hole. And once you're doing that well, you'd want to continue doing it. Oh, once again, this was a wider Yorker. The batter would be thankful it wasn't crushing onto the stumps. Asif Joshim Sani probably seeking inspiration from Jasprit Bumrah. Has a similar looking action as well. Well bowled. No way for the batter to go for a big shot. I think the hope for Cricket Magnet is dissipating pretty quickly. With each delivery, Sunshine moving closer to an important win. Call from the dugout for the batters to go big. Edged it! Past the keeper as well. The bowler is not happy, but the batter will take it. Ashfaqul Haq with the boundary. He was swinging for the fences. Got that thick outside edge. The keeper had not much to do, and I'm not sure why the bowler has been charging the keeper for not being able to take that. Was almost an impossible situation for the wicketkeeper. Unfortunate for the bowler, of course, yes, but I think he's done his job. The final over of the match. 24 runs needed from 5 deliveries. Still possible, but they'll have to go for 6s right from ball number 1, and to bowl the final over of the match, Imran Mahbub Imon. Trying to get the angles for all those fielders just about right. Here we go. A slower delivery. No power, no elevation. Sunshine will take it. They're running the second, and the bowler doesn't risk hitting the stumps directly. So they'll take the couple. 2 runs, and Anisur Rahman Jishan is on strike. Ashfaqul Haq, the non-striker, I'm not sure if he's actually trying to avoid being on strike. Anisur Rahman sent in to hit those big shots. Hasn't done that so far. This was an edge, a genuine edge. Another single. And with that, there goes the hope for Cricket Magnet to win this game. It was close, could have been very close had they accelerated earlier maybe. But the bowling at the death from Sunshine was really good. Have to appreciate the efforts from Imon as well. He's trying to keep it full. Already picked up a couple of wickets. Just conceded the 22 runs. Still 21 needed from 3 balls. Mathematically impossible unless there's a wide or a no ball. He hits it straight. There was the elevation, but not the distance. And Sunshine International gradually, slowly but surely, ensuring they get the last laugh after the match is over. Floated that in. Imon just making sure he doesn't bowl a wide or a no ball because things are happening in his favor. It is a boundary. Nothing but consolation for the batters, as they also know it is the end. Just 1 more ball remain. They're still 17 runs behind, so the only thing that they could do, Cricket Magnet, is to lessen the margin of defeat. Well bowled, Imon. Nicely played as well. The batters are walking. Will they even get this single? They will complete the single. That completes the match as well. And in the end, a victory. A victory for Sunshine International. 161 they scored with the bat, which was in the end enough for them to win this game pretty comfortably in the end. Cricket Magnet started off well. The middle overs went decently, but they just left too much for the latter batters in the business end of their batting innings. They end with 147 for 4 on the board. Some sportsmanship being shown by both the teams. Of course, this is just the first match of the 3 matches that will be played here at the Puberga Kriya Shikha Pratishthan ground number 1. Cricket Magnet, they've lost the game. Sunshine International, the sun is shining on them. They've got the victory. And some happy faces leaving the ground. And with that, we'll end the live coverage of the first game. The Boshundhara Sports City Last Man Stands powered by Ace. The end of match number 1 here, where Sunshine International, they've won the game. They've won the game by 14 runs. We'll be back soon with the second match. Stay safe and stay well.